صل على محمد وآل محمد. الفاتحة عن روح أموات الجميع وأمواتنا جميع الشهداء. إن شاء الله صلاة الفطر بإمامة سماحة الشيخ محمد علي إلهي مصحوبا بعد الصلاة على محمد وآل محمد.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. صباح الخير وكل عام وأنتم بخير. أسعد الله أيامكم. Happy Eid al-Fitr, the celebration of festival breaking our fast. Today we have Salat Eid al-Fitr, and also Zakat al-Fitr. Zakat al-Fitr, which is for every member of the family, must be paid before the Salat. But if anyone missed it no later than noontime, at least to separate it, because you may want to save it for someone that you know overseas, for example. No problem, you can separate it and keep it there and send it later. If we know people in need locally, we must take care of the local needy first. But we know, alhamdulillah, that we don't have too many people desperate domestically. For that reason, if you have families and relatives, people that you know back home, it's good you send it directly to them. There are some boxes here and also online. A lot of people, they paid their zakat online already, and that is fine. That's the responsibility of the mosque, the center, to take care of that. But as-salat and as-zakat come together. After the salat, there are two short khutbah that if you are not in a hurry, please be seated after the salat to listen to khutbahs as well. The salat is 2 rak'ats. In the first rak'at, we make 5 qunuts, and in the second rakat only 4 qunuts. We can recite any chapter after Fatiha, but it is mustahab to say Ash-Shams, Surah Ash-Shams in the first rakat, and Surah Al-Ghashiyah the second one. And the qunut, we can say any qunut and any dua, especially dua Ahl al-Kibriya wal-Adama. Tonight and today we have to be so happy, but obviously our hearts are broken because of so many crises. Of course, Corona is crisis number 1, that it is a global war. But then just this week, we had this crisis in Kabul that at least 85 innocent girls were massacred by the haram products of Taliban, Al-Qaeda, and ISIS. Those devils who killed those innocent girls in Sayyid Shuhada's high school in Kabul, they are dead now, facing the crisis in Gaza. You don't see them. You don't see that Alam al-Arabi, that they had problem of Ahlul Bayt and the Shia and Iran and everything. They don't exist this day. That this horrible, horrible, heartbreaking, bloody bombardment in Gaza, now that we are here, that you and I, we are talking, at the very same moment is unbelievable bombardment. The people are like in a prison in Gaza. They have nowhere to go. They are in that jail. And then the Israeli forces from the air, from the sea, from the land, targeting these people. And this is not the first time. It's been going on for the last 73 years. You know, this coming Saturday is Dhikr al-Nakba, this Saturday, the catastrophe. 73 years. But this stupidity continues. If you think that massacre can solve the problem, how many times you experience, you try? Isn't it insanity to repeat the same thing many, many times and get the same result and continue to repeat again and again? So that is very, very tragic humanitarian problem that very unfortunate that's happening on the Eid, just because some criminal like Netanyahu wants to stay in office for a few more days or a few more months. He caused this problem to go in Aqsa Mosque in Ramadan, in Night of Power. People are worshipping, attacking them for no reason. I mean, they are inside the masjid, stay away. What do you want to go inside the mosque? And then they started. So people have to pay the price, both Muslims and Jews. But of course, you cannot compare the casualties between these two communities. But all this painful price be paid by people in Palestine, both Jews and Muslims and Arabs, because of one criminal who is afraid to go to jail if he leaves his office. He thinks that, let me just buy a little more time and stay in my office, so I have to make a war. And this is. So what do you want with these people? You don't want to have a two-state solution? You don't want to have even one-state solution? At least consider them as your own citizen. You don't want this, you don't want that. So what do you want? You want them either to leave their land, their houses, or die. That's all they want. So this is very, very tragic things that the world is dealing with. They thought the Palestinian issue is finished, like Trump and Netanyahu dancing with United Arab Emirates. Finished, we finished Palestine. It was not finished. It was not forgotten. You need to find a solution. And the solution is not military, is not bombardment, is not genocide, is not blood. The solution is justice, that they are human beings. Recognize that they are human beings. Don't deny their dignity. don't deny and don't refuse their human rights. That's the only solution. It's easy, you and I, in this safe and peaceful place to talk about this, but it's sad that people, they are dying now. They are dying now, and they have no support. All these big palaces in the Arab world, they are in their own pleasure, enjoying it, and they are like, also they are like lions when they want to talk about other countries, talk about Lebanon or Iran, but they don't exist now. Where is ISIS? Where is Al-Qaeda? Where is Taliban? Where are all those who support them? They are ready to kill the innocent girls in front of their schools in the month of Ramadan, but they are not there. So we start the prayer, brothers and sisters. And as I said, if you had not emergency, the khutbah, but at the same time, if there were need for another prayer, Samat Sheikh Muhammad is here to lead the second prayer. We'll see the situation. Let us recite Surah Al-Fatiha ala arwah al-shuhada, shuhada fi Kabul and shuhada fi al-arad al-muqaddasa al-muhtalla, wa ala arwah amwatikum jami'an بعد الصلوات على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. الصلاة. There is no adhan and iqamah for Salat Eid al-Fitr. Just silence your cell phone, please. No cell phone during the Salah. إن صلاتي ونسكي ومحياي ومماتي لله رب العالمين وجهت وجهي للذي فطر السماوات والأرض حنيفا مسلما وما أنا من المشركين. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والشمس وضحاها والقمر إذا تلاها والنهار إذا جلاها والليل إذا يغشاها والسماء وما بناها والأرض وما طحاها ونفس وما سواها فألهمها فجورها وتقواها قد أفلح من زكاها وقد خاب من دساها كذبت ثمود بتقواها إذ انبعث أشقاها فقال لهم رسول الله ناقة الله فسقياها فكذبوه فعقروها فدمدم عليهم ربهم بذنبهم فسواها ولا يخاف عقباه. الله أكبر. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم أهل الكبرياء والعظمة وأهل الجود والجبروت وأهل العفو والرحمة وأهل التقوى والمغفرة، أسألك بحق هذا اليوم الذي جعلته للمسلمين عيدا ولمحمد صلى الله عليه وآله ذخرا وشرفا وكرامة ومزيدا، أن تصلي على محمد وآل محمد، وأن تدخلني في كل خير أدخلت فيه محمدا وآل محمد، وأن تخرجني من كل سوء أخرجت منه محمدا وآل محمد. اللهم إني أسألك خير ما سألك به عبادك الصالحون، وأعوذ بك مما استعاذ منه عبادك المخلصون. الله أكبر. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم أنطقنا بالهدى وألهمنا التقوى وألهمنا ذكرك في الملأ والخلاء والليل والنهار والإسرار والإعلان والسراء والضراء. اللهم أنت المسبح في كل مكان والمعبود في كل زمان والموجود في كل أوان والمدعو بكل لسان. نستغفرك من كل لذة بغير ذكرك، ومن كل سرور بغير قربك، ومن كل راحة بغير أنسك، ومن كل شغل بغير طاعتك يا أرحم الراحمين. الله أكبر. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم أغرس في أفئدتنا أشجار محبتك، وأتمم علينا أنوار معرفتك، وأذقنا حلاوة عفوك ولذة مناجاتك. اللهم اجعلنا ممن دأبهم الارتياح إليك وجباههم ساجدة لعظمتك. وعيونهم ساهرة في خدمتك، ودموعهم سائلة من خشيتك، وقلوبهم متعلقة بمحبتك يا أرحم الراحمين. الله أكبر. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم يا راحم الفقراء والمساكين، ويا مجيب المضطرين، ويا ناصر المستضعفين، يا ناصر المستضعفين، يا ناصر المستضعفين، ويا مجير الخائفين، ويا مغيث المكروبين. نسألك اللهم أن تجعل لنا واقية تنجينا من الهلكات وتجنبنا من الآفات، وأن تنزل علينا من سكينتك، وأن تغشي وجوهنا بأنوار محبتك، وأن تحوينا بأكناف عصمتك برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. الله أكبر. اللهم أهل الكبرياء والعظمة، وأهل الجود والجبروت، وأهل العفو والرحمة، وأهل التقوى والمغفرة، أسألك بحق هذا اليوم الذي جعلته للمسلمين عيدا، ولمحمد صلى الله عليه وآله ذخرا وشرفا وكرامة ومزيدا، أن تصلي على محمد وآل محمد، وأن تدخلنا في كل خير أدخلت فيه محمدا وآل محمد، وأن تخرجنا من كل سوء أخرجت منه محمدا وآل محمد. اللهم إني أسألك خير ما سألك به عبادك الصالحون، وأعوذ بك مما استعاذ منه عبادك المخلصون يا أرحم الراحمين. الله أكبر. سبحان ربي العظيم وبحمده، سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده. رب صل على محمد وآل محمد. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده. رب صل على محمد وآل محمد. الله أكبر. بحول الله وقوته أقوم وأقعد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. هل أتاك حديث الغاشية وجوه يومئذ خاشعة عاملة ناصبة تصلى نارا حامية تسقى من عين آنية ليس لهم طعام إلا من ذريع لا يسمن ولا يغني من جوع وجوه يومئذ ناعمة لسعيها راضية في جنة عالية لا تسمع فيها لاغية فيها عين جارية فيها سرر مرفوعة وأكواب موضوعة ونمارق مصفوفة وزرابي مبثوثة أفلا ينظرون إلى الإبل كيف خلقت وإلى السماء كيف رفعت وإلى الجبال كيف نصبت وإلى الأرض كيف سطحت فذكر إنما أنت مذكر لست عليهم بمسيطر إلا من تولى وكفر فيعذبه الله العذاب الأكبر إن إلينا إيابهم ثم إن علينا حسابهم. الله أكبر. اللهم أهل الكبرياء والعظمة وأهل الجود والجبروت وأهل العفو والرحمة وأهل التقوى والمغفرة أسألك بحق هذا اليوم الذي جعلته للمسلمين عيدا ولمحمد صلى الله عليه وآله ذخرا وشرفا وكرامة ومزيدا أن تصلي على محمد وآل محمد وأن تدخلني في كل خير أدخلت فيه محمدا وآل محمد وأن تخرجني من كل سوء أخرجت منه محمدا وآل محمد. اللهم إني أسألك خير ما سألك به عبادك الصالحون وأعوذ بك مما استعاذ منه عبادك المخلصون. الله أكبر. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. إلهي لك شوقي وفي مناجاتك روحي وراحتي وعندك دواء علتي وشفاء غلتي وكشف كربتي فكن أنيسي في وحشتي وغافر زلتي وقابل توبتي ومجيب دعوتي. اللهم أنت نعيمي وجنتي ودنياي وآخرتي يا أرحم الراحمين. الله أكبر. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم يا قاضي حوائج الفقراء والمساكين يا أرحم الراحمين يا أكرم الأكرمين، لك تخذعي وسؤالي وإليك تذرعي وابتهالي، أسألك أن تنيلني بروح رضوانك وأنا بباب كرمك واقف وبعروتك الوثقى متمسك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم كن لوليك الحجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا محافدا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا، حتى تسكنه أرضك توعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. الله أكبر. اللهم أهل الكبرياء والعظمة وأهل الجود والجبروت وأهل العفو والرحمة وأهل التقوى والمغفرة، أسألك بحق هذا اليوم الذي جعلته للمسلمين عيدا ولمحمد صلى الله عليه وآله ذخرا وشرفا وكرامة ومزيدا، أن تصلي على محمد وآل محمد، وأن تدخلني في كل خير أدخلت فيه محمدا وآل محمد، وأن تخرجني من كل سوء أخرجت منه محمدا وآل محمد. اللهم إني أسألك خير ما سألك به عبادك الصالحون، وأعوذ بك مما استعاذ منه عبادك المخلصون يا أرحم الراحمين يا أكرم الأكرمين يا ناصر الشهداء والمستضعفين. اللهم انصر الإسلام والمسلمين، اللهم انصر المظلومين والمنكوبين والمعذبين في كل مكان، في غزة وكابول ولبنان وسوريا ويمن وفي كل بلاد المستضعفين يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم ارحمهم، اللهم انصرهم، اللهم اخذل الظالمين والمعتدين والمستكبرين والمنافقين يا أرحم الراحمين. الله أكبر. سبحان ربي العظيم وبحمده، سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده، رب صل على محمد وآل محمد. الله أكبر الله أكبر. سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده. رب صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم أنت المحسن وأنا المسيء، فتجاوز عن قبيح ما عندي بجميل ما عندك يا أرحم الراحمين يا ذا الجلال والإكرام. الله أكبر. بسم الله وبالله والحمد لله وخير الأسماء لله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدًا عبده ورسوله. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. السلام عليك أيها النبي ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام علينا وعلى عباد الله الصالحين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر. إن الله
وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. صل على محمد وآل محمد. صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله.
الحمد لله حمدًا كثيرا والله أكبر. يا شهر الله ويا عيد أولياء الله. السلام عليك يا شهر، يا خير شهر في الأيام والساعات. السلام عليك من ناصر أعان على الشيطان، وصاحب سهل سبل الإحسان. السلام عليك ما أكثر عتقاء الله فيك. السلام عليك من شهر لا تنافسه الأيام. السلام عليك كما وفدت علينا بالبركات وغسلت عنا دنس الخطيئات. اللهم فلك الحمد إقرارا بالإساءة واعترافا بالإضافة واعترافا بالإذاعة، ولك من قلوبنا عقد الندم ومن ألسنتنا صدق الاعتذار. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد، وبارك لنا في يوم عيدنا وفطرنا، واجعله من خير يوم مر علينا، واغفر لنا ما خفي من ذنوبنا وما علن. اللهم إنا نتوب إليك في يوم فطرنا الذي جعلته للمؤمنين عيدا وسرورا، واجعلنا عندك من التوابين الذين أوجبت لهم محبتك وقبلت منهم مراجعة طاعتك يا أعدل العادلين. اللهم تجاوز عن آبائنا وأمهاتنا وأهل ديننا جميعا من سلف منهم ومن غبر إلى يوم القيامة. اللهم صل على محمد نبينا وآله كما صليت على ملائكتك المقربين، وصل عليه وآله كما صليت على أنبيائك المرسلين، وصل عليه وآله كما صليت على عبادك الصالحين، وأفضل من ذلك يا رب العالمين. اللهم انصر الإسلام والمسلمين، اللهم اخذل الظالمين والمنافقين والمستكبرين، اللهم عجل لوليك الفرج والعافية والنصر، واجعلنا من أعوانه وأنصاره. اللهم اغفر ذنوبنا وشاف مرضانا وأد ديوننا وأصلح ذات بيننا وألف بين قلوبنا وأخرجنا من الظلمات إلى النور. اللهم اغفر لحينا وميتنا وشاهدنا وغائبنا وذكرنا وأنثانا وصغيرنا وكبيرنا. ربنا إنك رؤوف رحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. تقبل الله صيامكم وطاعاتكم وصدقاتكم. May Allah accept your fasting and your prayer and your charity during the holy month of Ramadan. Today is Eid al-Fitr. Congratulations and happy Eid al-Fitr, the festival of celebration of breaking our fast. And he said, إِنَّمَا يَتَقَبَّلَ اللَّهُ مِنَ الْمُتَّقِينَ. He would accept your siyam and your salat and your sadaqat if you are righteous. And let us remember that the purpose of the practice of all prayers and fasting during the holy month of Ramadan was what? لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. The purpose was to accomplish piety and purity. And the Quran was revealing the holy month of Ramadan, Hudan lil Muttaqeen, the best guidance and the best direction for the Muttaqeen. So brothers and sisters, for 1 month, du'itum ila dhiyafatillah, you were part of reception of Ramadan. You were part of this beautiful banquet, this heavenly beautiful blessing banquet of the holy month of Ramadan. What was our achievement? What is it that we save at the end of the Ramadan? The Quran says, وَتَزَوَّدُوا فَإِنَّ خَيْرَ الزَّادِ التَّقْوَى. The best thing you can achieve is at-taqwa. If you are looking for salvation, the key is at-taqwa. وَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ لَعَلَّكُمْ تُفْلِحُونَ. Are you looking for falah? The key is at-taqwa. If you are looking for mercy, وَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ لَعَلَّكُمْ تُرْحَمُونَ. Through taqwa you receive His compassion and His mercy. Are you looking for knowledge and wisdom? وَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ يُعَلِّمُكُمُ اللَّهِ. Through taqwa you receive the depth of wisdom. What is the meaning of taqwa, brothers and sisters? Taqwa means protection of our soul. The physical fasting from food and water is finished, but the spiritual fasting from al-kidb, wal-kibr, wal-kufr, wal-hasad, wal-bukhl, wal-tama', والكذب والغيبة والتهمة start from today. The fasting of our eyes and our ears and our intention and our expressions and our actions, from jealousy, from greed, from arrogance, from ignorance, from insanity, from injustice, from oppression, from all this garbage, greed and disease in this world. That is the meaning of taqwa, to protect our spirit from all these coronas, from all these crises inside our soul. So 1 month of fighting this internal war, and the victory on the day of Al-Eid al-Fitr is piety, لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. So if you receive this sense of security for your soul, save it, keep it, protect your soul and your spirit from all these spiritual diseases, from alcohol, from drugs, from gambling, from pornography, from bad stuff, from bad talks and bad walks and bad communication and bad engagement and bad interaction. This is the meaning of a taqwa, brothers and sisters. And that is why there is one order in the Quran that is repeated 69 times. What is that order? That is the order of ittaqullah. The word ittaqullah is repeated in the Quran 69 times to tell us how important it is, this spiritual journey that we started. The Shaheed of Ramadan, Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam, he said the same thing in his will. أوصيكم بتقوى الله والنظم أمركم كونا للظالم خصما وللمظلوم عونا. Yes, brothers and sisters, this taqwa means transformation of our soul. That is the journey that starts from today. Today is not only Yawm al-Eid. Today is Yawm al-Milad, is the day of your spiritual birth. You are born again today. Yawm al-Eid, Yawm al-Milad, the day that we should start a new life after the taqwa and transformation during the holy month of Ramadan. So this new life, keep it with righteousness, with responsibility, with respect, with love to your Lord, to your parents, to your neighbors, to the poor people, to the community and humanity in general. Yes, Imam Ali told us to be standing for justice against the oppressors, against all the coronas of this 21st century. This is why we stand with solidarity and support and sympathy with the martyrs in Kabul, against those Takfiri terrorists, those devil tools of ISIS and Al-Qaeda, that now the United States is making peace with them. These are the people who were involved in 9/11. These are the criminals now. They are targeting the people of Afghanistan. We show our solidarity with the worshippers in the Aqsa Mosque, those innocent people busy in prayer in the month of Ramadan, in night of power, in the house of God, in one of the most sacred mosques in Islam. But then the Jewish extremists, they attacked them, being supported by the Israeli police. That was a crime against God, crime against Judaism, crime against Christianity, crimes against Islam, crimes against humanity, crimes against morality and justice. I'm glad that there are people of wisdom in Jewish community. I received this message from a rabbi yesterday saying this is a very opposite of decency. This is very opposite of Judaism. This is the very opposite of the vision of Jerusalem as a city of peace. This is racism that is not acceptable. Good that we have these great people among the Jewish community, but their voice is not heard. The power is in the hand of criminals like Netanyahu, whose goal is to survive from jail because of his crimes, and he tries to stay in office for a few more days. 12 years of crime is enough. Netanyahu, get away. But he wants the poor people to pay the price for him to enjoy his freedom. And that is a crime against humanity. We ask the wise people in Jewish community to tell those criminals that this Saturday is Yawm al-Nakba, 73 years from the time that the Palestinians were deported from the lands under force, 750,000 people in 1948. Since I was born, I am 64, 65 now, the first time I listened to radio ever, I heard about the same news of confrontation between the Israelis and Palestinians. When enough is enough, they started from Deir Yassin and then Sabra and Shatila, and now Gaza. Let us solve this problem, but the solution is not in the hand of the AIPAC in America. The solution is not in the hand of Zionist Christians. The solution was not in the hand of Trump. They made it worse. They caused this explosion today in Palestine. They thought by going to Abu Dhabi and Riyadh and dancing with those sheikhs of Arabia, they can fix Palestine. You did not fix it, you hurt it. You caused more casualty and more crimes. You didn't solve the problem. The solution is not bloody bombardment. The solution is not military might. The solution is not lying and deception and dishonesty and destruction in the media. The solution is only in justice. The solution is in recognition of dignity of Palestinian. Remember, oh people in Jewish community, we have some friends in Jewish community that they stand for fairness, they stand for justice, they stand for wisdom. They are asking these guys, what you are doing in Gaza is a pure insanity. This is a stupidity. What are you going to save and achieve through this mess that you are making there and bombing men, women, and children? So many children were killed. Did you forget that Judaism was a journey that started from justice by Moses against Pharaoh? Why you don't continue that journey? Why you turn the journey of justice to journey of jerk, to journey of crimes? That is not helpful. This hurts Judaism. This hurts Jews. If you agree with justice, then you can find peace. The only way that we can make peace between the Israelis and Palestinians, between Jews and Muslims in Palestine, in Gaza, anywhere else, is to establish justice. As the Bible says, peace and justice have kissed one another. Kiss one another. If you want, you all people who live in the Holy Land, in occupied land, anywhere you are, in Tel Aviv, in Jerusalem, remember the Bible told you, if you don't listen to the crying of the oppressed and poor people. There is going to be a day that you cry and nobody will listen to you. If you want to be heard, listen to the cry of those women and children whose bodies are burning under your bombs in Gaza and everywhere. We want safety for everyone, for Jews, for Christians, for Muslims. We don't want anybody to die. We don't want anybody to be killed. But the solution is to stop this oppression, to stop this occupation, to remember that Wallahu la yuhibbu zalimin. God does not love the oppressors. إِنَّهُ لَا يُظْلِمُ الْمُفْلِحُونَ. Falah and salvation is not going to come to the oppressors, because God is a God of peace, not God of terrorism, not God of war, not God of injustice, but God of peace. Allahumma anta salam wa laka salam wa ilayka yaudu salam. Oh God, you are peace. Your name is peace. Your paradise is a place of peace. We ask you for peace between the Jews and the Palestinians. We ask you for peace and the end of this war now. No more war in the occupied, in the Holy Land now. We ask for peace. Oh God, brothers and sisters, may peace and blessings be upon you. Taqabbal Allah, may Allah accept your prayer, your month of Ramadan. Ramadan is over, but God and the business of dealing with the Almighty is not over. Come to Friday prayer. Tomorrow is Friday. 1:30 we have Friday prayer every Friday. We have Dua Kumail every Thursday. We have so many occasions. We have something for children. Actually, this Saturday, celebration for your children. Get the information from the office. Bring the kids. Saving our children from this mess through their faith. Your faith matters. Your salat matters. Your fasting matters. As your education matters. Your family matters. Your marriage matters. Your values matters. Your taqwa matter, and your taqwa, which was the accomplishment of Ramadan, means determination, means discipline, means compassion, means patience. Did you hear this guy in Colorado just killed 6 people? Why? Because he was not invited in that birthday party. He got angry and he killed everybody and himself. Do we want to leave our kids for the watching game on TV and online and get crazy and criminal? Or we want to make a peaceful generation? If we want to make a righteous, peaceful, respectful, loving generation, bring your kids to the place of prayer, place of worship. And at Islamic House of Wisdom is a humble house of worship, but wisdom, but work, but service. Look at the food distribution as a big movement that started at the House of Wisdom from day number 1 of this coronavirus. And we do all we can to help our neighbors, our community, our country, and our humanity. May Allah bless you and protect you and your families from corona, from any other kinds of virus or disease. Thank you, brothers and sisters, for coming, and thank you for your patience. على أرواح المؤمنين والمؤمنات والشهداء. سورة الفاتحة بعد الصلوات على محمد وآل محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. آمين. تقبل جميعا. Eid Mubarak. Couple announcements. As Imam said, big fast.
Assalamu alaikum. Friday at Islamic House of Wisdom is not only a day of prayer, but also a day of community service. Friday food distribution at the Islamic House of Wisdom has been consistent for the last 15 years. Our food and household materials are sponsored part by federal assistance and local generous people, serving over 2,000 people in each distribution. Since the beginning of the coronavirus pandemic, Islamic House of Wisdom has continued its community contributions through blood donations, PPE distribution, hosting of COVID-19 diagnostic testing, and recently, vaccination services. Whether it's for your family or other families in your neighborhood, please do not hesitate to stop by any Friday and be a part of this service. We would like to take this opportunity to say thank you to our supporters, volunteers, and staff. Together, we have been able to be a message of mercy during this trying and global testing time. To continue these services, we ask for your assistance, either through donating or volunteering your time toward empowering, uplifting, and strengthening our community and humanity. May God bless and protect you and your family always.